All right, what's going on, brothers? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. I saw this come down, as you say, FYP, whatever, and I thought it was interesting. We're gonna listen to what this woman has to say, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this, brothers. I personally, I'm being honest with you, not trying to. I just never noticed it, man. But then again, I'm just being honest with you. It's not like I be around a lot of gay people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at least not to my knowledge. I'm just being honest with you. So, a lot of times that stuff doesn't come across my path, so to speak, right? But I find this interesting. So we're gonna let her talk, and I'm gonna give you what I think. What I think could be the answer. Keywords think. Don't mean I know. That's what I think. But let's check this out.
Gay guys like acting like black women. Meanwhile, not a single one of them are black. Because on my For You page, there's been this beef that's circulating in the gay community. And I was going to mind my business and watch, but I can't get past the fact that all of them are trying to act like something they're not. And it's so clear. Like, I saw a stitch from this white guy and he's wearing a bonnet. What the actual fuck is going on? And before anybody goes, well, what do you mean talking and acting like a black woman? You know exactly what I'm talking about because they all have the same fucking accent and they're from different parts of the United States. Even black people in different parts of the United States have a different accent because it's regional to where they're at. But y'all put on this like fake social media accent that you heard online because you're not actually around any black people and you're like, oh, we're all gonna talk like this. And it's so hard to like take shit serious because you know that the personality they're putting on, they're not doing that when they're around their family during Thanksgiving. It's very different. And before anybody goes, oh, lesbians do the same thing. Yeah, I know. That's why I made several videos saying that it's fucking weird behavior. Why do these gay guys like act?
Also, you could say, I think I also heard this before, I believe. Gay men act like ratchet black women. I've heard that. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, right? Now, this is what I think, right? This is what I think. As you say, they embrace that, you know, acting like a black girl, whatever, whatever. Why I think that, brothers, this is just what I think, is because the so-called black woman in mass, not saying all of them, because you can say all, which I understand, and I agree with that, because everybody is not whatever, but a lot of so-called black women embrace their rebellion personified. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of them have a rebellious spirit, and to be alternative, that is rebellion. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I think. It's a lot of so-called black women are the personification of rebellious. I don't need no man. You can't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. Who be who? Yeah, yeah, yeah. As they say, you know, very rebellious. And a lot of those alternative lifestyles are rebellious. You understand? You can even say the studs act like thugs. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, these things, and what the thugs are, rebellious. You know, you understand what I'm saying? It's so many ways you can go with it, I guess. But that's just what I think, brothers. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I think it's because, like I said, a lot of times they they are rebellious personified, because they're not. It's not like they're imitating a what you would say a classy so-called black woman who is respectful, who carries herself a certain way. They normally don't carry themselves like that. They normally act like what you would say the hood ratchet girls, even the so-called black gays or whatever. I'm not sure. You could say, man, I ain't finna get into it, but forget it, man. It is what it is, man. But that's why I think it's like that. That's why I think. And also, brothers, I remember I saw a meme. It might still be around, so I might got it on my old phone. My ex girlfriend of mine now, she actually told me about the meme, and I think she actually sent it to me. She said that it was the meme, right? The woman says she don't need no man. You know, it's a mother and two kids, a mother, a daughter, and her son. And the mother says, I don't need no man, right? It just mean. I think it shows the so-called black man leaving or something like that. I forget how it goes, but the mother says, I don't need no man. All right. And the daughter says, I don't want no man. And the son says, I don't want to even be a man. You see what I'm saying? Very powerful. And you know what they remind me of when I heard that? It remind me of a transsexual. You guys remember Tommy Sotomayor? That transsexual was on Tommy Sotomayor's show over probably been a decade ago. It's been, time does fly. I think it was around about 15, 16. So it might have been over, pretty sure it's probably about a decade ago, somewhere there. I would say anywhere from 7 to 10 years ago, whatever that was, if not more. But there's a transsexual on there, so-called black man, whatever, transsexual, who transform into a man or whatnot. He said that. He said that, his father was like weak, but his mother was all strong and powerful, and he just loved her energy, which is just rebellious. It's just rebellious energy. That's it. You know, and I remember when I heard, I said, man, it just reminded me of what he was saying. I'm like, it falls in line to that same vein. You understand what I'm saying? T.S. Madison, that's his name. T.S. Madison. It was him. He was on Tommy Sotomayor's show years ago. And that's what he said. He said like something about his father was weak. And I don't even I don't know. But talking about how his mother was strong and all. But what he described when he was describing his mother, what I picked up from what he was describing was just a rebellious woman. A lot of people think, a lot of women think rebellion is empowering. So anyway, brothers, that's why I think, it's rebellion. Those alternative lifestyles is a rebellious spirit. So that's why they gravitate to that. Because a lot of so-called black women, a lot of them personify rebellion. Same with the studs, act like thugs, right? So anyway, man, I'm out. Peace.